Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Ananda Leela Maya Vigrahayo Himao Dibyo Chavi Sundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasapradaya Sri Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Sri Chaitanya Chandraya Namo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is most merciful incarnation, wonderfully merciful, wonderfully munificent, wonderfully magnanimous. Adbhuta karunya, adbhuta udarjya, adbhuta badhanya. Srimad Mahaprabhu is none different from Krishna. He is Krishna himself, but he came as a devotee to teach how to surrender practically. आपने ना कोइले धर्म सिखानो ना जाए. That Mahaprabhu's motto. आपने ना कोइले धर्म सिखानो ना जाए. If you yourself won't observe in your own life, you can teach. You can teach. Bhakti vaso madhava. Do you understand? Bhakti vaso madhava. Bhaktyaham ekagrajya. Krishna's own statement, you see. Only through bhakti he can be captured. He can be bound up. He can be approached. This bhakti vaso madhava. Bhaktyaham ekagrajya. I am only obtained through bhakti, no other means. Krishna said, Krishna is supremely personality. He is supremely independent, supremely powerful. He has supreme will. He is supreme in all respect. He is supreme controller. Supreme personality of Godhead is supreme in all respect. Haristeka tattvam vidishiva suresa pranamitam. Hari is the supreme truth. Param tattva. Vidhi, Lords Brahma, Shiva, Suresa, Devaraj, Indra, even King Indra, all are his subordinates. He is not subordinate to anybody. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. Oh Dhananjaya, oh Arjuna, there is nobody superior to me. Isn't it? Is it true? Is it true? Is it true? He says no. Who says no? You say? No one said that. No one said? Someone says yes. Is it true? He says no. He says no. How is it? How is it? Bolo. Sometimes Krishna tells lie. He's supreme liar. Do you understand? Krishna has said, though he is supreme, supremely independent, do you understand? Nobody is superior to him. Still he says, Aham bhakto paradhina asvatantra iva dhija sadhu vigrasta hudayar bhaktir bhakta janapriya. Do you understand? He says. He says in 9th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, to Durvasa Muni. Isn't it? Oh Dija, oh Brahman, Durvasa, I am dependent on my devotee. I am not independent. Though he is supremely independent. Aham bhakto paradhina yasatantra iva dija sadhu vigrasta hudayar bhaktir bhakta janapriya. That sadhu has occupied my heart. My heart doesn't belong to me. Sadhu vigrasta hudayar bhaktir bhakta janapriya. That sadhu is so dear to me. You understand? He has occupied my whole heart. My heart doesn't belong to me. So I am dependent on my devotee. I am not independent. You understand? Yes. Je daragaro putrapto pranan vitam imam parang. Hitva mang saranam jata katham tang stektum utsai. He loves me so much. He gives up everything. His dara, his wife, agar, his home, his putra, his son, his daughter, his friends, his family members, kith and kin, his vitta, his wealth, everything. Gives up. And Saranandata takes complete Saturn to me. Tell me, Katham tam staktumatsaya. How can I leave him? Tell me. Mayi nirbandha hridaya sadhavo samadarsina. Vashe kurvanti mang bhaktya sat striyo satpating jatha. As a chaste lady, chaste wife, makes her husband completely captured. Do you understand? Sat striyo satpating jatha. As the chaste and devoted wife captures her husband completely. That husband is completely under her control. You understand? Similarly, that sadhu, Mayidirbandha Hudaya, sadhava samadarshina, vase kurvanti mang bhaktya. The sadhu has completely captured me. He has occupied my heart. I am completely under him. Sadhava hudaya mayam, sadhuna hudaya to aham, madana tena jananti, nahum tebhyo managapi. That sadhu is my heart. Sadhu hudaya mayam, sadhuna hudaya to, I am the heart of that sadhu. That sadhu is my heart, and I am the heart of that sadhu. He does not know anybody or anything else than I. I also don't know anything or anybody than he. Such is the loving relationship between Krishna and his dear devotee sadhu. Those sadhus, they don't want anything. They only render loving service unto me. In return, they want it. They don't want anything. What to speak of the material enjoyment, you see? Even they don't want any type of liberation. Sarupyo, salokyo, sarsti, any type, they don't want. Dio manu no grunanti. If I give them, they will kick. No, get up, take it back. We don't want. When such a devotee is so dear, he renders loving service unto me, and in return, not ask anything. What shall I do? Krishna never becomes indebted to anybody. He always pays back debt. You understand? So what shall I do? This sadhu, this bhakta, he renders us loving services, loves me so much. But in return, I am ready to give him whatever he likes. But he never accepts me. What shall I do? In that case, what does Krishna do? What does Krishna do? He gives himself. All right, take me. So he gives himself. Therefore it is said, Bhakta ama premi bandhiyache hrudayo bhitare. Jahan netro pori, tahan dekho amar. He has bound me up in his heart with the rope of love. Krishna is in bondage. Krishna is in bondage. You understand? How do you think you are in bondage? Krishna is in bondage. Bhakta ama preme bandhiyache hrudayo bhitare. Jahan netro pori, tahan dekho amar. He has bound me in his heart with the rope of love, not other rope. He can't bound up. Only rope of love. Wherever he looks, only he sees me, nothing else. You understand? So it is said that Am Bhakto Paramita. That means, though he says, Matta Paratarum Nanyat Kinchidasti Dhananjaya. Oh Dhananjaya, oh Arjuna, there is nobody superior to me. Still he says, no. He is greater than I. Then I, Bhakta, I am dependent on him. He binds me. Then who is greater? Therefore I say, is it true? No, it is not true. It's not true. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kaviraj Goswami says, কৃষ্ণের সমতা হইতে বড় ভক্ত পদ, কৃষ্ণের সমতা হইতে আত্মা হইতে কৃষ্ণের ভক্ত হয়ে প্রেমাস্পদ, আত্মা হইতে কৃষ্ণের ভক্ত আত্মা হইতে কৃষ্ণ ভক্তে বড় করি মানে, আত্মা হইতে কৃষ্ণ ভক্তে ইহাতে বহুত শাস্ত্র বচন প্রমাণে, ইহাতে বহুত শাস্ত্র কৃষ্ণর সমতা হইতে হয় বড় ভক্ত পদ। You understand? Nobody can be equal to Krishna. Mata Paratamna. He is supreme. He is absolute truth. Isn't it? Nobody can be equal. That's a fact. But Krishna samata hoite bodo bhakta podo. He will become his dear devotee, completely surrender. Completely surrender. If you do you understand? Why? Why do Hari Bhajan? Why do Krishna? Why? For what purpose? Why? Huh? As love of Krishna. Only by doing his bhajan. Huh? Huh? You say that you are too much attached to your wife or children. That means you have some love for them. Isn't it? Therefore you are attached. You cannot forget them. Huh? How can you forget? Huh? Katham priyaya anukampitaya. Huh? Asam rahasyam ruchirascha. Huh? Huh? Kalakharanam sishunam. Huh? Prahlad Maharaj said, how can I forget? Huh? The laughing, the joking of my wife. Huh? Then how can I forget? I have little children, kids. They have just started speaking. Mommy, Daddy, so nice to hear. How can I forget? Huh? How can I give up all these things and take up vairagya or sannyas? Impossible, impossible. Isn't it? Always I think of, oh, her face is manifesting before me. Oh, how can I give? I cannot forget. This question of love, you see, is also in material field, you see. Huh? Whom you love, you always think of him. You always speak of him or her. Huh? Isn't it? You like. And you get some sort of pleasure and happiness in speaking about him or her. And thinking about him or her. Isn't it? Because of love. This is the question of love. But this is not love. This is lust. There is no love here in this material world that I said. It's perfect reflection of love. It's lust. It's temporary. Adyantamanta. All arrangements here in this material world is temporary. Adyantamanta. As beginning and end. Still, this question is quite natural. We have eternal loving relationship with Krishna. Isn't it? It's eternal, it's not temporary. Eternal loving relationship. Priti samandha. Do you understand? Do you understand? We have nitya siddha priti samandha. It's eternally perfect loving relationship. Nothing perfect. It is the relationship of the soul, not body or mind. Isn't it? It's not the relationship of body and mind. It's a relationship of soul. Soul is eternal, but body and mind is temporary. Your relationship here is all body, all mind relationship is temporary. So when you cannot forget all these things is temporary and which is consequence is unlimited misery. Jehi sasva bhoga dukkha jono ye evate adyanta bhanta kaunteyo nahate suramate buddha. Gita. Krishna says. Huh? Those are Buddha. Those are really learned, wise, intelligent. They don't run after these temporary things. Huh? Material things, which are adyanta bhanta, which are beginning and end. Sansparsha bhoga. That means material enjoyment is, what it says, is obtained only through sansparsha, only through material touch, material senses. Do you understand? And in the beginning, little, very little happiness, pleasure. But ultimate consequence, unlimited dukkha jona evate, unlimited misery. Huh? Whose consequence is unlimited misery. Is it real pleasurable? Yes, happy. Huh? So, not Suramate Buddha, one is Buddha. One is real learned, real wise, real intelligent. He never answers. You know what is this? It's miserable. It's not. It's only outward appearance is so pleasing and insane. It's outward only. But inside is only burning. Understand? As for example, if an effulgent light will burn, you see, immediately innumerable insects rush. Patanga dhavanti, isn't it? They rush, innumerable, because so pleasing, it's effulgent. It is our object of enjoyment. Let us go and enjoy. It's only outward. As soon as they come in contact with that light, they'll burn, finish, death. If they would have knowledge, they would not have come. So not Srimad Buddha, and who is really learned, Buddha, wise, he never runs. Only ignorant fools run, like insects. The consequence is unlimited misery. It's not actually pleasurable, actually. Happiness, you see. But we have eternal, perfect, loving relationship with Lord Hari and Krishna. It's soul's relationship. It's eternal. His, our soul. Harihi Atma, Harihi Bhagavan Atma, Saririnang, Jasanang Evo, Toya Ipsitang. Bhagavatam says. Harihi Atma. Harihi Bhagavan Atma, Saririnang, Jasanang Evo, Toya Ipsitang. You understand? That Lord Hari is the soul, the super soul of all Sariri, all embodied living entities. Isn't it? The Bhagavan, super soul, is soul. You understand? Atma is the most loving object, isn't it? Hari is the most loving object. He is the only object of love, Lord Hari and Krishna. Nobody else, nothing else. Jasanang Evo, Toya Ipsitang. If you take a fish out of water, Jasa means aquatic animal, fish. You take a fish out of water and keep it in your air-conditioned room with velvet cushion. Make nice, all comfortable arrangements for it. Will it feel happy? Will it feel happy? No. Never. It will never feel happy. Never feel itself happy. It requires something. It needs something. But water. Jasanang Eva Toya Ipsitam. Toya means water. It needs Toya, water. Because that is its natural environment. Water. If you again put him in water, he will be so happy. Similarly, the soul here needs something. Though you have made so many nice, comfortable arrangements, you material scientists. Day by day you are making newer. To make this prison house very happy, comfortable, enjoyable. Isn't it? This prison house. You are trying. Every day you are making newer discoveries, inventions, how to make it comfortable, enjoyable. Still, what happens? Still misery, isn't it? Because you need something. What is that? You need the atmosphere of a lot of hurry. That is your natural atmosphere. That atmosphere is not here. As the fish needs the atmosphere of water. Do you understand? Similarly, you need the atmosphere of a lot of hurry. It will be in the atmosphere of a lot of hurry. It's ever happy, ever pleasing, cheerful, best, blissful. Eternal. Huh? Isn't it? So we have this eternally perfect loving relationship with Hari. Therefore we do Hari Bhajan. Therefore Hari is bhajaniya. Kirtaniya sada Hari. Why? Because of this. Because of this. Otherwise, how? Why will it be? Huh? Then we, like, when you speak about Hari, you get pleasure. That's the pleasure of this soul. Not body and mind. It's pleasure of the soul. When you think of Hari, you get pleasure. You chant his name, you get pleasure. You get pleasure. So Hari is bhajaniya. So Hari is kirtaniya. That is why. All right, it's good. You understand? Such is the loving relationship. You understand? Such is the loving relationship. It is reciprocal. Not, it's not one-sided. So I was telling that thing. As gopis are always thinking of Krishna and sending the messenger. Similarly, Krishna is always thinking and sending Uddhava. Sundhu Sandesh is reciprocal. You understand? And Krishna wants that establish yourself in such loving relations and bind me up. Yes, bind me up. It is said, and that's a fact. Krishna follows stealthily, unnoticingly. Do you understand? Unnoticingly. Krishna follows such a devotee. Do you understand? Who was bound of Krishna in his heart with love. Wherever he looks, he always sees Krishna. Because his heart and soul is such love. As you say, even I was telling, her face is always manifesting people. I can't forget. You see, such is there in material sphere. What to speak of this thing which is eternally loving relationship? How can, therefore Krishna says, Man mana bhaktava, mad bhakto, mad jaji. Think of me. Keep me in your mind. How can you keep him in your mind constantly? Unless you develop such love, unless you establish yourself in such loving relationship, can you? No. This is Krishna love. You understand? So one develops such loving relationship and established in that loving relationship, then Krishna makes him greater than him. Krishna follows stealthily, unnoticingly behind him to get some dust from the feet of such devotee. Isn't it? And he manifested that Leela. Once in Dwarka, he played that Leela. He fell sick, attack of fever, shivering. How is it? Spiritual body is that fever. It's Leela, you see. Leela, pastime, you see. So Narada Muni came. Krishna was shivering. Oh, what happened to you, Krishna? Oh, high fever, shivering. Oh, you have fever. So let me get some medicine for you. Narada, there is no medicine. No medicine. What medicine you will get to cure? One medicine is there, only one medicine. If you can that medicine, then what is that? Yes, I will get. If you can get some dust from the feet of my dear devotee, you understand? But develop such pure love. That is the medicine. If I smear that dust all over my body, then my fever will go. No other medicine. there. You see? You see? So, such Krishna follows steadily. Eh? So Narada thought of all right. Here are so many wives. 16,000, more than 16,000 wives. Rukmini, Satyabhama, and Jambavati, so on. They are rendering lovely service unto Krishna. They will get, yes, they must want that their beloved husband, Krishna will be cured. So Krishna approached them. Yes, Narada approached them, but they hesitated. That's what type of love they have developed. They hesitated. That is Jnana Aishwarya Priti Sankuchita. Where there is Jnana Aishwarya, then Priti Sankuchita. Do you understand? The Priti, the love, is shrunken. Is not open wide. Do you understand? It's not Keval. Keval bhakti is not that. It's mixed bhakti on Jnana Aishwarya. That is. So, now they didn't give, you see. The Narada became frustrated. Then Krishna said, all right, go to Brajabhumi. You understand? He knows, because he's always thinking of gopis, Radharani. And Krishna approached them, went there, they rushed Narada, because Narada travels everywhere, and he knows what is the message of our beloved, you see, our Krishna. Narada will say, so they rushed. Then Narada said, Krishna is now suffering. High fever, he's shivering. And medicine is with you. Therefore, I have come to you to get medicine. Yes, what medicine you want? Krishna, what medicine you want? Now, if someone from you can give some dust from your feet, if Krishna will smear that dust all over the body, then his fever will be cured. That is the medicine. They love Krishna so much. Oh, this is the medicine. All right, take. They made competition. And said, Narada, take me from me. No, Narada, take me. Take dust from me. No. Come, Narada. I'll give. How many sacks will you take? How many bags? Made competition, they prepared. For this, if we have to go to hell, let us go to hell. Let us go to hell and suffer there for unlimited time. Let our Krishna be cured, happy and pleased. This is love. This is love. At any cost. But the Rukmini, Satyabhama, Jamba, they hesitated. What are you saying? Narada, he is our husband. Master is our worshipable. Shall we give dust from friend and go to hell? Commit offense and go to hell? What do you say? They said like that. But what gopis said? Take Narada. He said from me. No, from me. Take from me. No, take from me. They made competitions. And if we have to go to hell, gladly go to hell and suffer there for limited lives. Let our Krishna be happy and pleased. This is love. Pure love. You understand? Pure love. So, and Krishna seeks dust from that devotee. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? So therefore I say, is it true? No, it's not true. Therefore, Kaviraj Goswami said, and I was saying, Krishna follows stealthily, unnoticingly. Those devotees have to get some dust. You see? Publicly, they will never give. Why? How can they give? Stealthily, you see. So it said, Krishna is Bhakta Bhaktiman. And we are Bhagavad Bhaktiman. You understand? Bhagavad Bhaktiman and Bhakta Bhaktiman. Krishna is Bhakta Bhaktiman, whereas we are Bhagavad Bhaktiman. Do you understand what I say? Bhagavad Bhaktiman. We are Bhagavad Bhaktiman. We are the servants of Krishna. We have to serve Krishna. It's Bhagavad Bhaktiman. But Krishna is Bhakta Bhaktiman. And do you understand? He wants to serve his dear devotee, pure devotee. Unnoticingly. Devotee will never allow such thing. Unnoticingly. Is Bhakta Bhaktiman. The story. The story is relating to Tulsidas. Tulsidas is a very dear devotee of Lord Ram. Isn't it? Very dear. Dear devotee. Very dear. Yes, pure devotee. Dear devotee of Lord Ram. Tulsidas. Ramchandra Manas was written. Yeah, that's mixed, whatever, but very dear devotee of Lord Ram. You understand? Tulsidas went to some Krishna temple. You understand? Krishna temple. But his hearts, as Hanuman has kept Ram and Sita, nothing else. Mama Jivana Sarvasva Rama Rajivalocana. Mama Jivana Sarvasva Rama Rajivalocana. Is my Jivana life and soul. And he said, oh Lord, please manifest, show me your Ram Rupa, then I will bow down, pay you obeisances. Immediately, he manifested Ram Rupa. So he bowed down. You understand? Such a devotee, Lord Ram's, very dear devotee. So, Tulsidas had a temple, very nice temple, made and worshipping Lord Ram, Ram Lakshmana Sita. And made all opulent arrangements. All opulent arrangements. Many valuable jewels are there. Gold, ornament, everything. Many valuable. That's opulent arrangement. Some taka. Thief came. Oh, so much opulent, so much gold, so much chain. Such valuable things are here. Let us understand. Let us steal it. So they came dead at night. And there are 4 doors in 4 directions, the sides, eastern door, western door, northern door, and southern door. You understand? They came dead at night, still. When they try to enter through eastern door, they find 2 persons are standing with the bow and arrow there. You understand? Then they went to western door. There they also find, there is also 2 persons standing with the bow and arrow. They couldn't enter. Then they wanted to enter through the northern door. When they went to northern side, there also they found the 2 persons standing with the bow and arrow. Oh, then let us go to the southern side. Then when we went to southern side to enter, there also they found 2 persons standing with the bow and arrow. Whole night they are just wandering and wandering. Wherever they go, there. So nice security arrangement you have made to guard this temple. He said to him, what happened? He said, we are 2 thieves. We came to steal the valuable ornament, just accumulating this temple. Wherever we go, we find 2 persons, one black and one white, complexion, standing with bow and arrow. Who are they? Ram and Lakshmana. You understand? Immediately, Tulsidas understood, oh, Ramji took so much pain for me. Oh, and such a rascal nonsense. Ramji took so much pain. Thought of that. So immediately said, oh, all right, you want all these things? I'll give you everything now. Take it. No, why shall we take? We won't take now. No, we'll become your servant now. Swamiji, please accept. We'll serve Ram under your guidance. Don't want to take on. Their heart changed completely. You understand this story? Devotee will never allow. The Lord will serve me. What is that? I am his servant. He is not my servant. But Lord stealthily, secretly, always seeking opportunity. How can I serve my your devotee? Such a devotee. But he can bind Krishna. Krishna becomes a servant, subordinate. Therefore it says, Krishna samata hoite hoy bodo bhakta pada. Isn't it? Isn't it? Huh? Therefore I ask this question. It's true. Krishna samata hoite hoy bodo bhakta pada. আত্মা হইতে কৃষ্ণের ভক্ত হয়ে প্রেমাস্পদ। আত্মা হইতে কৃষ্ণ ভক্তে বড় করি মানে ইহাতে বহুত শাস্ত্র বচন প্রমাণে। There is শাস্ত্র বচন. It is not only concocted story, you see. You see. Shastra Vachana. One cannot be equal to Krishna. He is so big. But become his dear devotee, Krishna will make you greater than himself. He will make you greater. Krishna will make you greater. Krishna will make you greater. He will become subordinate to you. But this is not our intention to make subordinate. No. Our intention, our aim is, how can I render loving service unto Krishna and give him pleasure? Best. Life after life, janmani sare. That's not. If you possess such intention, you will be doomed. You will be doomed. But this is the, what is it, tattva, tatparja behind it. Tatparja. This is question of love. And speaking of this love, you understand? Krishna is what? Krishna samata hoite hoy bodo bhakta. You understand? Atma hoite Krishna bhakta hoy premaspad. Even that bhakta is so that's dear to him. His own Atma, he himself is not so dear. That he has said. Shastra Vachana, na tathami priyatama atmajoni na sankaro na cha sankarsano na cha srir naivatma jatha bhava. He says this thing to Uddhava. Uddhava, you are so dear. Na tathami priyatama atmajoni. Atmajoni, Brahma is not so dear to me. Even Shankar is not so dear to me. Not so Sankarsana. Sankarsana is not so dear to me. Not Sri. Even Sri Lakshmi is not so dear to me. My Bhakta. That means my soul, I myself is not so dear to me as you are dear. So, such a devotee is good. Is good. Who can give you Krishna? Krishna je tomar Krishna dite par. তোমার শকতি আছে, আমি যে কাঙ্গাল, কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলি ঠায় তব কাছে। ও বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর, isn't it? কৃষ্ণ যে তোমার, Krishna belongs to you because you are bound up Krishna in your heart. Krishna is bound up there. Only you can give me Krishna, nobody else. I am kangal. I am devoid of Krishna. Even a person who is devoid of one penny, he is kangal. Pauper. It's pauper. So he begs. He says, one wealthy person, Babu ek paisa, Babu ek paisa. Isn't it? Can you understand? Babu ek paisa, Babu. Just follows him. He goes, he says, Babu ek paisa, Babu ek paisa. Similarly, আমি যে কাঙ্গাল কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলি ধায় তো পাচ্ছে। I am kangal, devoid of Krishna. Therefore I am running behind him, following. Oh, Vaishnava Thakur, please give me Krishna. Please give me Krishna. Please give me Krishna. Babu ek paisa. Kangal, I am kangal. You understand? That is Guru. Is their devotee. You understand? He can deliver you Krishna. He has gotten Krishna. He has bound up Krishna into love. Otherwise, how can one deliver Krishna who has not gotten? And if you really serious, if you really kangal for Krishna and really running behind such person to get Krishna, then if you are not kangal, not thinking yourself kangal, not running, how can you get? Yeah. And such sadhus, Vaishnavas, they are very, very merciful, more merciful than Krishna. You understand? More merciful. Paradukhe dukhi. Who is really sadhu and guru is paradukhe dukhi. His heart bleeds seeing the suffering of these souls. His heart bleeds. You understand? So merciful. So he does, what is it? He is a mediator. He is a mediator between Lord and the conditioned soul. He is a mediator who knows the Lord and also conditioned soul. In 70th chapter, 10th canto, have you read it? Of 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Not available. Why not? 10th canto, 70th chapter. 70. No. Prabhupada Sanctuary up to 13th chapter. Whatever you should. Anyhow, if you are inquisitive, you can get it. You can have it. You understand? You can get it and have it. So there it is mentioned, Narada Muni has gone to Dwarka. You understand? Is 70th chapter of 10th canto. Krishna is a Raja Rajeshwara. Krishna Raja Rajeshwara. Isn't it? The emperor of all emperors. King of all kings. Rasa Rajeshwara. Isn't it? As the king or emperor has his court, the Krishna has his court there in Dwarka. Isn't it? And the court, advocates are there. Only they have got license to enter into that court. Nobody else can enter. Isn't it? To the court. When you have any court business, you must go to an advocate. Otherwise you cannot do anything. Lawyer, yes, isn't it? Because they have license. So these sadhus, mahajans, they are advocates in King Krishna's court. They have license. They have free access. They are very confidential. So he pleads in the court of Krishna on behalf of these conditioned souls. Do you understand? He pleads. That is Guru. That is sadhu. So it is mentioned there in that chapter. Narada says to Krishna, Krishna, I have come to you. In the material world, the living entities have been suffering and suffering and suffering. They are very much distressed. In very, very painful condition. They have forgotten you, therefore they have been suffering from time immemorial. Do you understand? I have come on their behalf to tell you this thing, to plead for them. Please, give yourself to them. Let them be happy. You understand? Let them be happy. You are doing Leela here in Vrindavan and Mathura. Enjoying yourself, dancing with the gopis. Always merged in that ocean of transcendental bliss. Please think of this thing. I have come to remind you this thing. Please think of this thing. Please think of this thing. This is what Guru does. Narada says, oh Krishna, I am not telling you something new. I am not telling you something new. Do you understand? It is daily. It's as usual, you see. It's not something new. These forgetful souls, the living entities, they are tightly bound up with the material bondage, isn't it? But they are so callous. They cannot understand that they have been bound up. Such is their case. But you are here encircled with your eternal associates, Nityoparsod. Don't you think of them, oh Krishna? Such suffering souls. For time immemorial, life after life, they have been evolving in the cycle of birth and death and suffering and suffering and suffering. Can't you think of them? So I have come up to you from their side, on their behalf, to tell you this. That dear devotee of Krishna has such a right to tell this thing to Krishna. Nobody else can tell this thing. You understand? Material world is illusory world. Maya hoy andhokar, isn't it? Krishna surjyo samo, Maya hoy andhokar, isn't it? Jahan Krishna, tahan nai Mayar adhikar. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishna is spiritual sun, effulgent sun. Maya is darkness, isn't it? Those who are in this material world, they are in darkness. It's darkness of ignorance, of jnanandhakar. Therefore, they have been suffering. The Narada Muni says, you please go there and enkindle that effulgent lamp there. Dispel this darkness. Do you understand? Narada says. That means, purport of saying, Narada saying means that you give yourself to them. Otherwise, how their darkness will dispel? Unless you give yourself to them. That means you manifest yourself there. Isn't it? Yes. Huh? You are Karunamaya. You are ocean of mercy. Huh? Without your mercy, how can they be delivered? Do you understand? These conditioned souls, they have established these temporary relationships there. They have forgotten this eternal relationship they have with you. Isn't it? Huh? They are thinking, what is this? The material father and mother as their father and mother. And material friends as their friends. Isn't it? Do you understand? These are material bondages. They are in bondage of this. Atah gruha khetra sutatta vite janasya mohoyam ohmamiti. Isn't this delusion? This is my wife, this is my family, this is my son, this is my daughter, this is my property, this is my land, everything aham mameti. Deluded. Therefore, they have been suffering. Do you understand? Thinking as if they are. But this is temporary. Only you, what's eternal relationship? They have the eternal relationship with you, not with anything else. But they have forgotten. Therefore, they have been suffering. Then thinking this body is this soul. The Atma Buddhi. Do you understand? Thinking the body is self. And those who are related to the body, they are mine. Ahmameti. This is the reason of their suffering. They don't know who are they. Real identity. They are forgotten completely. They identify themselves with the body. You understand? They develop so much affection to this body. And those are related to the body. Therefore they have been suffering. You understand? Unless you go there, unless you manifest yourself there, unless you dispel this ignorance, ajnanandhakar. Do you understand? Ajnanandhakar, what do you say? Darkness of illusory darkness, ajnanandhakar. Ajnanandhakar. How can they understand this thing? So, therefore I have come to you, approached you, and I am now pleading on their behalf. On their behalf. You understand? I am completely surrendered to you. Prapanna, O Syama Sundara. O Syama Sundara. I am completely surrendered to you. And Krishna listens to the words of his most intimate and dear. He never listens to anybody else. You understand? Never listens. Therefore I said, whose heart bleeds, sing the suffering of the souls. He is Guru, he is Sadhu. Narada is Guru. Narada is Guru. The disciple of success. Isn't it? His Guru. Guru means one whose heart bleeds. Sing the suffering of the conditioned souls. Who is very much sympathetic. Who is very much sympathetic for these suffering souls. He is Guru. And one who does away with this suffering forever and takes them to all eternal, blissful realm, he is Guru. And who does this, one who is mediator between the conditioned soul and the Supreme Lord, he is Guru. Do you understand? Narada Mahaprabhu has said. Do you understand? And Bhagavatam also says that thing. Bhaktecha upatarupayo paramatmane namo nama. Only a bhakta, their devotee, can make the Lord appear. Nobody else can make the Lord appear. Do you understand? That question was raised, this DT installation. Only such a devotee, pure devotee can make the Lord appear. Please appear here, manifest here in this deity, O Lord. Please manifest your all beautiful Syams in the Rupa form. We are greedy for you to have your darshan. Krishnitsa utpatta rupaya. By the will of a bhakticha. You understand? Upatta rupaya. By the will of this dear devotee, Krishna manifests. Krishna descends. And he can make the Lord appear. He can make the Lord descend. As Aditya made Mahaprabhu appear. Anugrahaya charanti bhavyani bhutani janardanasya. That is in Srimad Bhagavatam. Anugrahaya charanti bhavyani bhutani janardanasya. Out of affection, out of compassion, these sadhus and mahajanas, they wander here in this material world. Those are dear to Lord Janat. These conditioned souls, they don't understand. They cannot understand. Even they are so callous, they cannot understand that they are in bondage. What to speak of anything? They have been suffering, still they are callous to their suffering. They are thinking that we are in fool's paradise. In paradise, that's a fool's paradise. Paradise. Don't you know paradise? Fool's paradise, yes. They are in fool's paradise. They don't know. How can they get out of this clutches of Maya? Get out of this suffering. They don't know this thing. But a Mahajan knows, sadhu knows. How can they get out of this? So such a sadhu approaches Supreme Lord. He advocates and for these conditions. And whom Krishna listens to. He listens to his most intimate and dear devotee. Do you understand? Yes. He listens. But he listens to Gurudev. Gurudev is most intimate and dear devotee. You understand? Nikunja, you know Rati Kedisi. Only he listens to such devotees. Then, but the advocate says, the judge sanctions. Yes, sanctioned. Now I will go. Bhakta Vatsala Hari is Bhakta Premadhina. He is under Bhakta Prem. Bhakta Ama Bandhiyache Hudaya Vitare. Isn't it? He has bound me up with the rope of love. He is subordinate. Isn't it? He is always ready to serve his devotee, dear devotee, to give him pleasure. Do you understand? Devotee is always rendering the loving service, how to give pleasure to the Lord. Let my Lord be pleased. And in return, this is reciprocal. And Krishna is always seeking up, how I can give pleasure to my dear devotee. I can serve him. Now he wants this thing for me, so I must go. Yes, I cannot avoid. How can I avoid the request of my dear devotee? Is so dear. I cannot. Krishna cannot avoid it because it's so dear. So dear. So Krishna only listens to the prayer of his dear devotee. As for example, how he came out from the stone pillar because of the prayer of his dear devotee Prahlad Maharaj. Isn't it? Yes. Only a dear devotee was established a loving relationship with him. Only he can make the Lord appear. Nobody else. You understand? By the prayer of such devotee, Krishna comes, Krishna descends. And one question is there. Krishna has innumerable incarnations, isn't it? And there is specific time of that incarnation. When that time comes, he incarnates. How it is that there is no time of his incarnation, how he will incarnate, how he will appear and follow. There is specific time of his incarnation, isn't it? As per Kalki avatar will come at the end of Kali Yuga. Do you understand? Buddha avatar came, the past things, that's in specific time. Jatadai dharmasya. Isn't it? So, if there is not, it is not the time now. It is not the time of incarnation of Krishna. Krishna never appeared. How it is that such a devotee can make Krishna appear again? When such a devotee is piteously crying and invoking, please appear, what to do? What do you understand? He makes Krishna appear in the heart of that devotee. Please appear there, in the heart of Jantakruta. He advocates for Jantakruta. Please appear there. And Krishna is there in his heart. So he transfers Krishna. Please go. That Guru can do. This is not the time of public appearance, do you understand? The time has not come. Only Guru can do that thing. Make him appear in the heart. Therefore we say, Krishna je tomar, Krishna dite pa, tomar sagati ache. Ami je kangal Krishna. You can deliver. So that is Guru Tattva. One who can do this is Guru. He is Guru. He can make Krishna appear anywhere. Anywhere. Yes. If he wills. Yes. If he wills, he can make Krishna appear anywhere. Huh? Your heart is filled with so much filth. Isn't it? Is your pure heart cleansed of filth? No. Conditioned soul is filled with so much heart, so much filth, contaminated heart, isn't it? How Krishna will appear there? Krishna appears there. That is dear devotee makes him appear there. Please appear. You understand? That is the work of sadhus, Mahajanas, Vaishnavas. That is the work of sadhus, Mahajanas. Nobody else's work. You have no qualification to get Krishna. Have you qualification? No. You cannot imagine that. You cannot think of that you will get Krishna. Can you think of? Conditioned soul. Huh? No. You can't imagine. You cannot think of such degraded soul. Huh? Patit jiva. Huh? No qualification at all. You have no right at all. Have you right? No right at all. But Aham Bhakta Parad. Krishna is under his Bhakta. Subordinate to his Bhakta. When his Bhakta says, he comes. All right. What he says, I'll do. Bhakta says, please come and appear there in the heart of this. All right. Do you understand me? What I say? Krishna fulfills the desire of his dear devotee. What is devotee says, Krishna fulfills. You understand? He thinks, if the desire of my devotee will not be fulfilled, then why will be my bhakta? Why will be my bhakta? If his desire will not be fulfilled. Why? Why will be my bhakta? This is question of love. Who can make a non-devotee a devotee? He is Guru. Who can transfer the Krishna in his heart to the heart of such person? He is Guru. That is how he can become Guru. Tell me. Bolo. No, cannot. That is Guru's duty. That's Guru. By mere willing, he can do it. By hearing attentively to his words. Do you understand? By hearing attentively to the words of Sadhu and Guru, he can do it. Do you understand? No, that Guru, Mahajana Sadhu. Yes. If you will hear attentively his words, concentrated attention, Sravan Dvara, then he will transfer his Krishna in his heart to the heart of such attentiveness. Yes. One who hears, he is Sishya. He is Sishya. He is Sishya. Shishya Shravan Kare. Otherwise, nobody has this right. He cannot hear. Do you understand? And this question invariably is raised. Oh, I am far, far away. Oh, Gurudev, what shall I do? I am far, far away from you, isn't it? Huh? How can I get? But Guru is so merciful. By mere willing, sadicha, goodwill, he can do it. Oh yes, you understand? That is his mere will. His affectionate, his loving desire. Who can establish such loving relationship with Guru? Yes. Yes. There's no question of distance, no question of distance. It's material thing. No question of materiality, anything there in that realm. You are hearing so many things, topics of Rajniti, Arthaniti, politics, economic development, Samajniti, isn't it? Come and hear, listen to us, hear us. Call. Huh? Only by hearing. Jasyang Vaisruyamanayang Krishni Paramapuruse Bhakti Rutpadati Only by hearing, you can develop such Krishna Bhakti. Only by hearing. That is the mercy of Maharaja. That appointment of love will be automatically anointed near eye. Premanjana Surita. You understand? And that's also Sute Khita Patham. If you hear, then you can see Ikhidam. Hear, then see love. Yes. Then that eye is opened. Then you see, oh, yes. Have not to seen that figure, picture, back to Godhead magazine? Huh? Prabhupada has. So many, oh, there. That illustration is there. It's illustrated. But you are so fools. In spite of all this, you can't understand this. So fool you are. So callous you are. You understand the truth? Ah. Give up this callousness. Give up this callousness. Hari Bol, Hari Bol.